Good morning, coming to you from the Bruny Island Ferry. We are currently leaving the mainland of Tasmania and heading to beautiful Bruny Island, which is famous for its natural beauty, wildlife, and really raw landscape. So apparently the ferry is about 20 minutes. We're, obviously on a car ferry because I'm speaking to you from the driver's seat of Billy, and crossing the wild waters. No, it's actually really, really smooth, but it is open water. So we're not entirely sure what we want to do on Bruny. Obviously with Billy on our side, we can just drive around and have a little bit of an explore and find a place to camp this evening. We'll probably just spend one night on Bruny Island, I think, because we have a finite amount of time in Tasmania itself, thanks to limited ferry spots on the Spirit. We have got to head back to mainland Australia in, just under 2 weeks now. So we'll make the most of it. Please join us for 24 hours on Bruny Island. Quick moment of appreciation for just how excited everybody is on this ferry. I think that we've become somewhat used to these really wonderful experiences. It is absolutely mad that we are currently in Tasmania on our way to Bruny Island just because of the heck of it, and people are excited, so I love that. It's beautiful. Part of the ferry ticket, we got ourselves a tourist map. So we're just gonna let that guide our adventure. Sometimes I forget that, we are just visitors, and doing the things marked on the tourist map are totally acceptable and very exciting. Almost there. That was not 20 minutes. That was really quick. Apparently there is a real gastronomical scene on Bruny Island as well, and I'm pretty hungry. So
right, this is different to the gastro outbreak on the land track, right?
Yeah. There is a cheese factory, which is all up Rowan's alley. Unfortunately, I won't be eating any cheese thanks to my lactose intolerance, and also I just don't like it. But there is also a raspberry farm, a honey place, chocolate company,
House of whiskey, which is totally up your alley.
Anyway, I think we're here, so I've put the camera away because I am the driver and I can't drive and film at the same time.
I'm looking at a
map. We have realised that we have made a grave mistake. It's very serious. No, we're actually here in this wonderful, wonderful tourist location on a public holiday. And so it is just so crowded. Anyway, we have arrived at Bruny Island Honey, and we're gonna go see what is here. Probably honey, maybe some bees. We'll see.
Oh, there is a bee display, so we're going to see some bees for sure.
We also have 2 jars of honey in the van already, so we don't actually need honey. I feel like we sound really jaded, but we just don't like being in crowds of people.
We're lonely people.
We are not lonely people, but we do like to be alone. Wonderful time at Bruny Island Honey. There are 50 people inside a tiny shop. So where to next?
We're gonna head to a raspberry farm.
Raspberry farm.
We like picking raspberries, so we're gonna join I heard there's actually 2 million people there.
Oh,
which is gonna be nice.
Yeah. It should be really good. This is really negative. We shouldn't be negative.
sometimes. I don't know, maybe it should be negative. Maybe this channel is where you come for a little bit of spice. You know?
It's just an honest raw opinion, like the raw honey that we saw but didn't buy because we already have lots of honey.
Yeah, but
in the van.
we're annoyed because we could really have done this on any day, and for some reason we've decided to do it
On a public holiday.
Alright everybody, we are at the chocolate company factory thing. Whole new attitude this time, more people, more fun. Let's go in and check it out. We're eager to find some dark chocolate with no dairy in it for Jessie and some yummy milk chocolate for me. So let's see what we find.
What a location for a chocolate factory. Look at the ocean out there. It's amazing.
It's radiating with positivity.
It's a lot of different kind of chocolate. Alright, I found what I can get. Alright, okay. Well, we've got some chocolate. So,
Let's go.
Day's looking up. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Where is it? Open it.
Oh, I don't know what yours is. Oh, there it is.
You're sitting on it. Can you,
I wasn't
can you
sitting
open
on
it for me?
it was a pretty tiny store. You couldn't really buy anything too big. It was all like a tiny little pieces, classic, you know.
Very small batch confectionery.
So we each bought a little chocolate like this.
Here we go. I've got a dairy-free vegan chocolate frog.
My God, I did have a frog, but then I traded it for this log that's hazelnut because I love hazelnut.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love a hazelnut chocolate? Anyway, here we go. Cheers.
Oh.
It was that good. Yeah, no, that's really nice actually.
Yeah.
Very smooth chocolate. Not bitter at all for a dark chocolate, which is really nice. Okay, this will fuel me until we get to the raspberry farm. And then after the raspberry farm, who knows? The day holds endless opportunities. I'm probably gonna need a coffee somewhere, actually. The unfortunate news is that the raspberry farm is closed. I was pretty excited about picking some more raspberries. I've come to quite enjoy that, but unfortunately they're observing the public holiday and it is closed. So we have found a little beachside parking spot to prepare our lunch, or at least Rowan's preparing the lunch. I get to sit back and relax, driver privileges, and then maybe find somewhere else to have a scenic cup of coffee. I gotta say, Bruny Island is not quite what I expected. It is beautiful and the drive has been quite lovely, but it's not quite as wild as I would have expected. There are far more freehold properties sprinkled around than I would have thought. Quite interesting to imagine that there's a pretty solid community that lives on Bruny Island. And it is obviously, as I've already mentioned, bloody crowded today. Actually a little bit worried about the campsite being too busy to enjoy. I don't know. We'll check it out and see how we go, but the last ferry out of here is 7 p.m. So if it is unpleasant, maybe we'll just head back today. We'll see. That's the beauty of being in the van, is that you literally don't have to decide what you're going to do. You can just play it by ear and enjoy the journey as it comes. You get to stop and cook whenever you feel like it. You get to stop and sleep whenever you feel like it. So, you know, no complaints here. But hopefully we get to see a little bit more of the unspoilt Bruny Island. We're heading, I think maybe we'll head in like the southerly direction still this afternoon, just to try and see how far we can get before we exhaust ourselves and then make a decision about whether or not we stay the night. It's beautiful, thank you. After what I think has been hours of driving around in circles on this island, I have found exactly what I wanted. I think that sometimes I forget that what I want and need the most is to just be still. I think that there can be a lot of pressure in this lifestyle, and I guess anybody's life, to just be always moving and always achieving and trying to, I guess, make the most of every day, which is, you know, obviously an admirable and an amazing thing to do. But rest is important. And a lot of this lifestyle and this journey that I'm taking in the van is about finding that stillness and that rest. So it makes sense when I arrive at a beautiful beachside location like this, have Rowan make me a cup of coffee and sit, and I just find so much happiness. Like, of course this is what I need. So yes, we drove around quite aimlessly for hours today, and I am sure that there is a lot to see on Bruny Island, but this is what I want to see and this is what I want to do. So I'm glad that we're here.
Where are we going?
I don't know. Where are we going? The neck.
The neck. Bruny Island neck.
It's really gotten very hot today. Started the day in a cardigan and a beanie, and here I am in a singlet.
There's a fridge with bread in it.
Well, it actually has no bread in it.
There's no bread in it. But everyone has pulled over, including us.
Including us. We are part of the problem, but it is quite funny. So what this is, we're not going to stop. I thought it would be cute to show, but like the honey, we also don't need bread. And also I don't think there is any bread. But this is a fridge on the side of the road that somebody bakes bread and sells it like an honor system. Just look at this crowd. So we're just, look at this. There you go, there's the bread fridge. See it? We will keep going.
Luckily, you got a baker in the car.
Luckily, I get my own fresh made sourdough from this guy behind the camera here, so
Yeah.
we don't need to buy bread from a roadside fridge.
We're definitely not keeping it in a fridge. Yes, I have strong opinions about where bread should be stored. I have a strong opinion about pretty much everything. Potentially.
That's true.
Maybe not. I don't know.
No,
Same
me
amount.
too.
It's just a regular amount of opinions.
No, you have some opinions.
Welcome. MTV Crib.
We have fully settled into the Neck campground now, and it is, as expected, pretty packed. We were lucky enough that we got here at an hour to nab a pretty nice campsite, but as I'm speaking, I can see 3-4 cars just circling, trying to find a spot, and they're probably not going to be very lucky. But lucky for us, we have got a spot, and so I'm going to just start cooking a little bit of dinner. What's on the menu tonight?
Pasta.
We're going to have some pasta, just some simple pasta, because it is bloody hot. Like, it got so hot today, and I just want to cook something simple and get it out of the way. It's not about enjoyment, it is necessity only. No, I love pasta. It's my favorite. Oh yeah, right. I forgot to turn on the gas. Take 2. thing that Rowan and I both miss deeply is our oven. And so I'm just gonna pop a lid on tonight and hope for the best. So I've just had this simmering on a very low heat in here and it's looking great. It is looking so good. I do sort of figure that if we can bake bread in this fan on the stove, then I can roast a little eggplant. Oh, it looks so beautiful and fresh.
Look at this masterpiece. Isn't that way more beautiful than lunch?
Super duper fresh. As you can see, it is a much colder morning here on Bruny Island, but I did wake up at 5:30 this morning because I was very keen to go and watch the sunrise come up over the Neck or Truganini lookout, and it was fabulous. It was so good. I am so glad that I got up early. I'm not the best at early mornings, but whenever I do manage to get up, I love it. At the moment, we're parked back down near the road. You have to take about 300 steps up the hill to get to the lookout, but the vantage point is amazing. It overlooks this incredible landscape system, which I thought was like a spit, but it's actually a different word that I'm not familiar with. I can't remember how to say it or what it is. I'll pop it up here. But anyway, it was fabulous. And, you know, morning golden hour, you can't beat it. But today we're heading back over to the mainland of Tasmania. But hey, I did really enjoy my time on Bruny Island. It is not quite what I expected, but it was beautiful nonetheless. And I had a really nice night staying in the national park. So absolutely, you know, do recommend coming to check out Bruny. Just expect a few crowds. 6 more minutes. I see nobody. Nobody, like, I mean, there are people waiting, but I see nobody official. Oh wait, no, I see someone. They're coming. Yay! So, Rowan here being very productive on his daily commute. This really is a very peaceful way to get somewhere. I love the feeling of being on a barge in the car. It kind of sort of feels like I'm in control, like I'm in the driver's seat. But also, I don't have to concentrate whatsoever. It is a very relaxing way to travel.